In this video, I'll show you how to create a simple exe file with an article. This is an easy way to get keyword-related backlinks to your site. Before we get started, I want you to understand the concept. Obviously, our goal with this method is to create powerful backlinks linking back to our site. But instead of submitting our article to article directories, we're going to compress the article into an exe application and make it available for download. Our main goal is not to get clicks to our site from the article inside the exe application. We mainly care about the backlinks, not the clicks from the article. First, we'll need an application that will allow us to turn an article into an exe application. The software that I use for this is called Website Zip Packer. Let's do a Google search for it and see if we can find a download link. Let's click on the first link and scroll down a bit. Here are some of the features that are important to us. Build compact, self-extracting ebooks with one click. No compilation, no coding. No royalties. Create unlimited number of ebooks. And there are a lot of other options that we don't really care about. The features listed above are all we need. So let's scroll down and click to start download. As this file is located on their official website, you can rest assured that it is 100% spyware, adware, and virus-free. Let's start the application and quickly install it. The installation is simple and we don't need to change anything, so let's just click Next a couple of times. And then install. I'm going to go ahead and launch it, but we're not going to use it right now. Let's just minimize it and leave it there. We'll get back to it later. Before we generate our exe file, we need to download one more application. We need this application in order to turn our article into an HTML file. There are some other ways of turning an article into an HTML file, but if you don't know HTML at all, then most simple way is an HTML editing application. I'm going to show you how to use an application called Composer. If you already have an application for HTML editing, then you don't need to download Composer. You can get Composer from composer.net. Let's hit the download button and wait a few seconds for the download to start and finish. After the download is complete, we need to extract the files. To do that, right-click the download file and choose Extract. Now we need to click the icon, which looks like a planet with a feather over it. Here it is. It's called Composer.exe. Once you open this application, minimize it, and let's move on to the next task, which is to find an article. If you have an article of your own, then by all means, use it. However, if you don't have an article that you wrote, then I recommend getting some PLR articles. I don't recommend copy and pasting just any article from the web, as that can potentially get you into trouble. You can get a lot of free PLR articles from a lot of sources. All you need to do is do a Google search for PLR articles, and you'll be minutes away from hundreds of free PLR articles. I have an article about Texas Hold'em, and it's titled, "Click here to learn why stack sizes in Texas Hold'em will affect your play." As you can see, I'm using a call to action, and I recommend you do the same with your articles. I'm going to copy this article into Composer. And what I want you to do now is format this article a little. We can increase the title size by choosing Heading 1 from over here, and I'll center the text. One more thing that I want to do is to select my keywords and make them hyperlinks. Here's how to do that. I'll select the whole heading, then right-click, create link, and enter my affiliate link over here. And now we're done. We just need to save this file as an HTML file, and we're ready to create our first exe file. Go to Save. Enter a name and choose a directory to save the file to. Just make sure to remember where you saved it, as you'll need to point website zip packer over to this file. Okay, now let's open website zip packer, go to Wizard, click Next, and now choose the HTML file that we just saved. Just bear with me for a second. Oh, here it is. We'll choose exe and come up with a name for our app. Click Next. Leave this as default. Commands are going to stay as default as well. Same goes for expiration, protection, parsing, and files. Make sure that Start the Building Process Now is selected, and let's click Finish. And that's it. In just a few seconds, our exe application will be generated. Later on in this course, I'll teach you how to prepare and submit all the applications that we'll be talking about. But before we move on to the next video, we need to take care of one more thing. You need to know how to take screenshots. We'll need to upload screenshots when submitting our application. The simplest way to do this is by using Paint. Let's go ahead and open the application. The size of the window doesn't matter, but I'll resize mine a little. Now, press the Print Screen button on your keyboard. Let's open Paint and click Paste. I'm going to select the software window and click Crop. And there it is. I'll go ahead and save it as a JPG file. That's it when it comes to creating a simple exe file with an article. In our next video, I'll talk about how to create a toolbar, so stay tuned for that.